All right, everybody, welcome to episode 7. If you get that, if you get that reference, good on you. Episode 7 of Cheap Pops here on YouTube. I'm Dave.
I'm Nick.
And we are calling this our Halloween episode.
Ooh.
You're spooky, all right. A little peek behind the curtain right now, behind the camera. We have Halloween Havoc 1997 playing on our TV.
Fuck yeah.
We're keeping the volume down. We've got the captions on just to kind of, get into the Halloween spirit. I've always enjoyed Halloween Havoc. I think it's one of WCW's best pay-per-views. And in 97 is definitely one of the best ones they ever did. You have your Rey Mysterio mask. You want to show the whole thing there? It's got the Phantom skull on the back and everything.
I love the fact that I ordered this and it actually came in time for the show.
Yeah, and Ultimo Dragon is wrestling Yuji Nagata right now, and we have the Ultimo Dragon mask here.
Not just the Ultimo Dragon mask, but an autographed one.
That you met Ultimo Dragon personally at a show we were at, so that was pretty cool. We were going to review Black Adam, but unfortunately, one of us that's a dumbass forgot what day it was and didn't pick him up to go see it. So we will do a review of that pretty soon, but I don't think it's going to be out of theaters, anytime soon. So I think we'll be fine. But seriously, if you get this reference, Dustin Rhodes as 7, obscure WCW Vince Russo booking. When I realized we were doing episode 7, this popped into my head. So.
Yes. Hey, and just in time, too, for the Halloween episode.
Right. I don't know if this will be up exactly on Halloween, because I'm working 2 jobs now, and, well, you don't do anything with, the show. You actually just, show up. No, but I'm the one that posts it, so I don't know. I'm hoping I can get it up by Halloween Day.
Hey, I'm the one to get the merchandising stuff.
You have 2 of the things on the table. Well, 3, but that stuff I could have brought from my house because I have the exact same stuff. So let's not go there. One thing that you gave me that is actually really cool. Both of us have family members that have been affected by breast cancer, so I'm not going to open this up, but it is a t-shirt with our logo on it.
Go ahead, open it right up if you want.
I don't want to open it up yet because I don't want to get it dirty right now. But it has our logo with pink instead of the usual blue, which I think is pretty cool, so thank you for that.
You're welcome. I couldn't get mine in yet, so I didn't even bother ordering it yet.
That's your problem. I don't have to worry.
Because it would have been pushed back.
Right. This is something that I bought a couple days ago. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2. It still has the original soundtrack from back in the PS1 days.
Sweet.
It's really cool. I'm still trying to remember the controls and stuff, so I only played it for like a half an hour, but it's on the Nintendo Switch. I love my Switch, and I'm going to Florida next month, so maybe on the airplane I'll be playing more of this. If you've watched any of the shows, you know that we're AEW fans. I don't even know if you've seen this yet.
I have not seen that yet.
I got Eddie Kingston, his AEW figure. As soon as I found out that he was having a figure, I had to buy it. I think it's really badass. He's doing his gang signs and shit.
That is fucking awesome.
The first time I saw Eddie Kingston was in Impact when he was the leader of LAX against the original LAX.
I remember him being in what the fuck was it? This is towards the end of Aces and Eights when they had James Storm.
The DCC?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I mean, yeah. I like Eddie Kingston. He's a great talker. I'm glad he's finally getting the national exposure. It's really cool to see him on AEW. I watched AEW this past Wednesday. It's leading into Full Gear. I think they're kind of losing their steam a little bit. It doesn't feel like you're going into a pay-per-view with a lot of the stuff that's going on. I still like AEW, but it's kind of, I don't know, it's falling flat on some of the stuff. I don't think they're putting as much into this pay-per-view as they would before. I love AEW. I'm not going to criticize them that much, but...
Speaking about turning a new leaf, what about WWE?
WWE's product has been really good. I really like the stuff with the Bloodline. We were talking about that. Sami Zayn and the Bloodline.
Sammy Uso.
That's good stuff. I mean, even Paul Heyman's really not even talking that much, and he doesn't really need to. The rest of them are really carrying the whole thing.
Sammy has found his inner Usi.
Yeah, inner Usi. Yeah. And the one last thing I got to show, that I saw this on the shelf where I work at Walmart, and I had to buy it. If you know about this is so obscure. Conrad Thompson, the podcaster, calls this the fist fucker helmet Hulk Hogan. And it makes sense, because, I don't know, I guess they figured that it would be merchandise, that they could sell these helmets, but it was the goofiest fucking shit ever. So I had to own it, because I'm a huge... Hulk Hogan is the reason I'm a wrestling fan. You know, I'm not going to lie. The first thing I remember seeing as a wrestling fan was Hulk Hogan slamming Andre the Giant. So when I saw this on the shelf, for $23, I had to buy it.
$23? That's not bad.
No, it's not. And, you know, to get the fist fucker Hulk Hogan.
Yes! Now, if we can get the fucking helmet, that would be awesome.
I bet you somebody makes a custom one somewhere.
Somebody has to.
You know, but right now, Yuji Nagata just defeated Ultimo Dragon, and Sonny Ono kicked him in the arm. We're not going to watch the whole pay-per-view, because we've done watch-alongs on a former show that I used to do. And
they take forever.
Yeah, and sometimes you run out of steam. But we'll watch some of the matches. One thing, we were talking about AEW, one thing that I have to talk about, you know who Jade Cargill is, right? The jacked up black woman?
Yeah.
Well, she said she aspires to be the female Rock.
I don't know if you've seen it, but speaking of The Rock, did you see his daughter?
Yeah, I saw his daughter and
debut in NXT.
Yeah. How can you live up to that? You can't live up to that.
I was thinking that they would have brought her in as part of the bloodline.
Well, they gave her a different name and everything, so I don't even know if they're acknowledging her as his daughter. But still, you can't live up to that star.
No.
Or you can't, you know, this isn't even, you know, Cody Rhodes and Dustin Rhodes following in Dusty's footsteps.
Exactly.
This isn't even a compare. The Rock is the biggest movie star in the world right now. I mean, his movie Black Adam is going to do gangbusters at the fucking box office. Everything he touches turns to gold.
If not, it has been already.
Right. I haven't checked the movie, gross of it yet, but I'm sure it's going to sell a shitload of money, and merchandise is flying off the shelves for it.
Merchandising.
But when
I just had to.
When I saw her do an interview and say she aspired to be the female Rock, I just... somebody needs to get their head out of their ass. I'm sorry. You have a look, but to me, you have no charisma. I fast forward through your matches because I think they suck. So anything that you're in, and anything that Nyla Rose is in, and this isn't a trans thing, I just think she's horrible. So, I fast forward through her stuff too. Like I said, we will talk about Black Adam at some point. November 12th, I will be traveling to New Jersey to meet Tony Schiavone. He can't go because he's got to work. But Tony is somebody that I've really wanted to meet for a long time. I was a WWF guy all the way up until the late 90s. And then when the Monday Night Wars were going on, I would switch back and forth.
When we were growing up, we used to have Monday Night Raw, then WCW Nitro, both playing at the same time.
Yeah. I used to flip back and forth, but then after a while, I would go to the video store and I would rent the videotapes of WCW. So I got used to Tony Schiavone being the voice of WCW, which is really cool.
And Mike Tenay.
Right, Mike Tenay, Bobby Heenan, but it'll be really cool to meet him.
I love listening to Bobby Heenan and Larry Zbyszko butcher the names of some of the foreign wrestlers.
Oh, right. It was always better when it was Bobby Heenan and Dusty Rhodes like it is on here.
Yes.
Because Dusty would just come up with some weird shit and Bobby would have a great comeback for it, and it was always hilarious. I have my Nitro Bar and Grill menu from 1999 that my parents got me when they went out to Vegas. It already has Glacier, Scott Norton, Scott Steiner, and Scott Hall on it. So it'll be really cool to get Tony Schiavone to sign it as well. He hates the logo on it. He calls it the exploding vagina logo because it was the late 90s logo. So it'll be pretty cool to see what he thinks of it. It'll be really cool to meet Tony Schiavone. I can't wait for it. Did you watch Extreme Rules?
Bits and pieces of it. Because I fast forward through most of the
I
matches.
fast forwarded through some of it too. But since we're talking about WWE and all that, I thought the Donnybrook match at the beginning with Sheamus and the Brawling Brutes or whatever they're called, I thought that was a good match.
It was a pretty good match.
They kind of overused a lot of the weapons, which they do now.
Yeah.
But I thought it was a good hardcore opener. I like you did. I fast forwarded through some of this stuff. Like I think Bianca Belair wrestled Bayley. I watched some of that because I like Bianca Belair and Bayley's very entertaining. But Ronda Rousey against Liv Morgan.
That I could not even fucking watch.
I love watching Liv Morgan, so I watched it just because Liv Morgan was in it. The best thing was there was a sign in the front row that said Rousey is lousy, which is tremendous. But Ronda Rousey, she won the women's title from Liv Morgan. I'm not surprised.
Why?
Because she's got to be like Charlotte. She's got to keep winning and winning because the crowd doesn't like her. She has no emphasis or passion for the business, but they just keep her on and keep feeding her money, which is stupid to me.
Is this Triple H doing this, or is it still Vinnie Mac?
Well, I mean, I'm sure. I would imagine
is she under Vinnie Mac's contract.
Well, I mean, if they're paying her that much money, I'm sure that they want to use her.
Yeah.
And she is legitimate. She gets them press and stuff, not as much as they would like, but I watched it. It was an okay match. Ronda Rousey is horrible.
That's putting it lightly, people, right there. Very fucking lightly.
I didn't watch Karrion Kross against Drew McIntyre other than to see Scarlett come out because, goddamn, Karrion Kross is a lucky man because her doing that entrance and...
I wish that they would have put Karrion Kross right from the get-go with a feud with Roman Reigns.
Yeah, I think...
Because that's how you presented him, right there.
Right, but I think they knew that they had Logan Paul set up for the Saudi Arabia one.
God.
So, yeah, we'll watch that, and I'm sure we'll review that. The Saudi Arabia ones
I'll probably skim through it, because a lot of their
That's because you're fucking lazy and you don't want to prepare for nothing. That's what it is.
Not only that, but I can't stand today's product.
You liar! You were talking in the car about how much you like the Roman Reigns shit. Fuck
yes,
you.
I like the fucking Bloodline shit because it's fucking hilarious.
Well, then you like the new product. You're a fucking liar.
I still like my old stuff better.
Did you like the Fight Pit match with Rollins and
That was
Matt Riddle?
really fucking good.
I love that structure. I think it's really cool. The only thing is, you knew that they were going to do something up top because you saw the platforms. I was really surprised Daniel Cormier was the referee. He actually did a really good job. He was like, Jericho almost just broke his neck.
That's what
Gato.
Remember when I was reviewing this and I told you to watch that where you almost
I've seen it. I'm older than you. I've seen this shit. I saw it live on a pay-per-view. So, yeah, Jericho almost just killed himself.
Yes.
And if you watch anything with AEW now, anything that Jericho touches turns to shit, in my opinion. I think he's horrible now.
Well, this was the early days of him.
Oh, in 97, this was right before his heel turn, too, which was great. So, yeah.
I love heel Chris Jericho in WCW.
Oh, it was good stuff. And heel Jericho anywhere, other than right now.
He almost broke the freaking barrier with his heel turn for the Cruiserweight.
Right, yeah. He was going to be a heavyweight contender if he had stayed, probably. Because he was TV champ and stuff.
Yes.
They didn't know what to do with him. They were just going to keep him a middle card heel. I don't think they were going to do anything.
Which is bullshit. Why keep a lot of the good wrestlers mid card? Oh wait, I know why. Because you're paying shitloads of money to like Hulk Hogan and shit like that.
Right. They did. A lot of these guys got pigeonholed as cruiserweights, and that hurt them a lot. So a guy like Dean Malenko and. Even Rey Mysterio, he was featured, but he wasn't featured enough to where like WWE featured him. Not that I think he ever should have been world heavyweight champion.
Don't lie. You liked him as world champ.
The belt was bigger than him. I do not like that.
Do you like your reverse Rey Mysterio belt still?
No. No, I do not. No.
Oh, you don't like the belt I got you?
Well, I guess I do. I mean, you got me a fucking child's belt, but whatever.
Hey, I got that for a good deal.
I know you did. You know, you spend money like it's fucking water, but whatever.
Hey, money don't make me happy.
The last thing with
there it is again in the replay.
So that looks like when Lesnar did the shooting star press and almost killed himself. The last thing for Extreme Rules, the return of Bray Wyatt. It was a cool intro with I think they should have done the characters 2x2.
Yeah.
Because I think they dragged it out a little bit too long. But it was cool. The crowd was into it. They were kind of groaning a little bit before he finally came out. But once he got out there, the crowd was really into it. And he came out, I think, the next week and did a good promo and everything. So I like it. I'm glad he's back. He'll be a huge merchandise seller for him.
Merchandising.
Going the Spaceballs reference again?
Yes. There's Stone Cold's ex-wife, Deborah.
Deborah, yeah, with Mean Gene. Mean Gene, the greatest interviewer of all time.
Fuck yes.
We're going to fast forward through this. This.
No.
My favorite Eddie Guerrero, 1997 heel Eddie Guerrero.
Yes.
This match is in my top 5 matches of all time.
This is my #1 match for WCW Cruiserweights ever.
This might be this is my #1 WCW match of all time. This match, Rey Mysterio against Eddie Guerrero for the Cruiserweight title versus mask. Rey Mysterio comes out in the Phantom mask. He has the mask actually attached to the bodysuit that he's wearing.
He actually still owns this ring attire.
Does he?
Yes.
That's cool. I mean, a lot of those guys do. I'm sure he probably owns most of the masks that he has.
Actually, the one who makes his suits and stuff makes double. One that he wrestles in, that he sends back to the one that makes it, and one that he lets him keep.
That's cool.
Which is really cool.
Yeah. This is one of my favorite WCW pay-per-views.
Not many people know this, but he was actually supposed to lose this match. Rey Mysterio was.
Oh yeah, they were planning on him losing the match, and
Eddie actually goes, "Oh, I'm gonna go to bat and I'm gonna protect Rey."
Right, and I think Conan had a lot to do with it too. But I mean, Mysterio did end up losing the mask 2 years later, and then in 2002 when he went back went to WWE, they put the mask back on him. Did you pay attention to the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special trailer that I posted?
Yes, I want to see it.
That looks hilarious. I'm so happy I have Disney Plus and I'll be able to see that because that looks.
I get to watch it too because I got Disney Plus now too.
Yeah, I think it looks really good. If you haven't seen it, actually, I think I'll post it. I don't know if I already did. If I posted it on our Facebook, but I definitely will. Actually, I don't have my pen, so I can't write. But I have it on my notes, so I'll be sure to do that.
Ooh!
A couple of Impact Wrestling events that you didn't get to watch because I didn't get a flash drive to you in time.
It's fine.
We didn't go see Black Adam. I was going to bring him to you then.
I'm thinking about getting the Impact Plus.
It's $8, man. $8 a month, and it's got all the classic.
That's not bad.
TNA stuff, and you get they do monthly specials, and on the other months, I think it's 4 months out of the year, they do actual pay-per-views.
Sweet.
They don't do the pay-per-views live on the app. You actually have to pay for those, but I think they're like a couple weeks later they'll be on.
Yeah.
But
not like how WWE does it.
Right. On September 7th, they had Victory Road. The opening match, Delirious from Ring of Honor. Well, he isn't in Ring of Honor anymore. He was the booker for Ring of Honor for a while. He was in the X Division title match against Speedball Mike Bailey. It was cool to see. I didn't think he was going to win, and he didn't. But it was really cool to see Delirious in Impact.
If we go back to Halloween '97, this was the opening match on the new WWE 2K game.
Was it?
And it was actually a lot of fun. Yeah. They switched back and forth between the actual footage from the WCW and from in the game, and it looks absolutely amazing.
Yeah, all right, that's cool. I mean, we've only played the game a little bit here. We are going to do a video game episode sometime in December, so be on the lookout for that.
Keep an eye out, people.
Right. Continuing with Victory Road, they had a triple threat revolver gauntlet match. I'd never heard of this before.
Huh.
They start out as a triple threat match, and it's elimination. When somebody gets eliminated, another person comes in to join the triple threat. I think that's a really cool concept.
That is a really cool concept.
It was both men and women. Mia Yim was in it, and she was really impressive. I saw her, I think, for the first time in 2011 at Northeast Wrestling against Mickie James. I've always been a fan of Mia Yim. There was a Japanese wrestler named Uemura. I'd never seen him before, but he was really good in this match. He's on his journey through the States right now, so I don't remember what they call it, but it's cool to see somebody.
Yes, where they have you train, where they have the
right
Japanese superstars train in different areas.
Right. Kazarian ended up getting the win, which was pretty cool, so he gets an X Division title shot.
He's got a hold of the mask.
Oh, he's ripping the mask, the bastard. Damn you, Eddie, you dirty, dirty heel with your mullet.
Yeah! The mullet.
Bobby Fish of Red Dragon fame made his debut for Impact. He talked on the mic. Bobby Fish does not need a mic in his hand. The week they taped it the night after, but the week after, he did a promo where he walked out to the ring and the audience was fucking silent. You could have heard a pin drop in that building. And people were like, oh, well, that's the way it was all night. No. It was in I forgot where it was. But that crowd was not silent the whole night. They were only silent for that promo, and it was fucking abysmal. Bobby Fish is good in a tag team. He was good with Undisputed Era, but do not put a microphone in that man's hand.
Shut up and speak.
Hey, all you're doing is watching the fucking TV, so...
Hey, I like this fucking match,
I
so
do
fuck
too.
you.
It's a really good match.
Yes, it is.
Like I said, top 5 for me of all time.
And you would not believe how hard it was to actually hunt this mask down.
Yeah, I know, because you're always searching for masks.
It was fucking hard.
He has no life. He just searches for masks in video games online all the time.
Hey, fuck you.
The main event was Barbed Wire Massacre. Moose, Steve Macklin, and Sami Callihan. Lots of chaos.
I did really want to see that.
Right. I have a flash drive of it. I'll give you it so you can see it. Lots of barbed wire weapons, including something that you'll appreciate, a Nintendo 64 controller.
Yes!
It was a cool match. Steve Macklin got the win, which I am really happy about, because like I said when we went to see Rebellion live, he's really impressing me, and he wore the Punisher style face paint again, which was really cool. So then in October, which was a couple weeks ago, Bound for Glory, which was in Albany. It sucks that I couldn't get the day off to go to that, because it would have been really cool to see
would have been cool.
Bound for Glory in Albany. It was at the Washington Avenue Armory, where we went to a couple Showcase of Legends events. That's where you met Ultimo Dragon.
Yes.
I met Trish. We met Jerry the King Lawler
there. That
was
awesome meeting Jerry.
Yep. Jeff Jarrett we met there. I got to have something that was many, many years in the making. Let's see, it was 1995 that I met him for the first time, and then 2021. So it was...
Oh, right here's where you're going to go to...
Right.
Almost a good look of Ray's face if you pause it.
Right. It was 26 years in the making. Adam Bomb was the first wrestler that I ever met in 1995. I got his autograph. Wrath. He was... Wrath and Brian Clark, part of the Chronic, which was a cool tag team. It was a cool tag team. I met him in 95. I got his autograph. I never got a picture with him. So at Showcase of the Legends, I ended up getting a picture with him, which is really cool. It kind of came full circle for me. Really
Speaking of Wrath and stuff, I'm being part of 97. I'm on where he's still teaming up with Mortis.
Yeah.
A.K.A. Chris Kenyon.
Right.
Who better than Kenyon?
You don't have the accent down. You can't do the accent well.
Hey, I like Chris Canyon.
I like Canyon. The Canyon's cool, but... You know, if you ever watched his Dark Side of the Ring episode, it's pretty... It's pretty crazy.
I have seen it.
I have too. And
I'm loving the fact that I have Hulu now, so I can actually watch each and every episode.
right. I think the Wrath, Glacier stuff could have worked a couple years earlier than that, especially in WWF when everybody was a character. But by the time the NWO rolled around, that the Glacier shit wasn't gonna work. The Wrath stuff wasn't gonna work.
Hey, I'm watching more of that than I am the NWO stuff right now.
Well, that's you. Then we're actually gonna get back to Bound for Glory. Frankie Kazarian beat Speedball Mike Bailey for the X Division title.
Oh, don't complain that you went off the rails a little bit.
I don't care. You know who Vexed is, right? Deonna Purrazzo and Chelsea Green, the tag team. Well, watch it more often and you'll fucking know.
Well, I gotta get the freaking app.
Well, yes, you do. Deonna Purrazzo, I've talked about this before, is my favorite wrestler. I love them as a tag team. I think
fucking love her no matter what.
Well, that's true too. But I really think she's a really good wrestler, and she's my favorite wrestler. I think they're really good as a tag team. The match was okay. It was them against Taya Valkyrie and Jessica Havoc. Valkyrie and Havoc ended up winning the tag titles from Vexed. I wasn't too happy about that.
You know what would be cool to actually see if I could find? Is a Mortis mask.
I'm sure you can. I'm sure somebody makes it.
That would be awesome to find.
Yeah. You just gonna go completely off the rails the whole time? Or?
Yes, I am.
Okay, well. The next.
Hey, at least I'm attributing to the show.
You are? Who told you that? The next match was the OGK, Matt Taven and Mike Bennett against the Motor City Machine Guns. It was an okay tag match. If you've seen a Motor City Machine Guns match, you've seen them all. They do their same high spots and stuff. I really like the Kingdom. I think they're a really good tag team. They just debuted on AEW. I'm really interested to see where they go with that. Oh! The sudden slide and stop from Eddie Guerrero, right?
That's going to ruin his weekend.
Yeah, balls deep onto the ring post. Poor Eddie.
I'm talking about balls deep.
I'm sure Vicky Guerrero soothed his wounds, though. The next thing they showed, Raven was inducted into the Impact Wrestling Hall of Fame by Tommy Dreamer. Raven accepted it and then DDT'd Tommy Dreamer, which I think is kind of funny.
Speaking of Raven, also on that part of 97 where he's starting to come into WCW.
Right, with acting like he didn't have a contract and all that, which was, that was really cool. I like that.
Stevie was just on there with him.
Right. I'd like to meet Stevie.
I would love to
meet
the opportunity to meet Stevie. I want to meet everyone in the BWO. Blue World Order.
The next match, Call Your Shot Gauntlet match, is pretty much a Money in the Bank style match where, not a ladder match, but it's a gauntlet match. One person comes in at a time. Men and women. One of the guys I've never seen before that I really liked is Joe Hendry. I think when you'll see it, you'll like it. I want to say he's kind of like motivational, like Bo Dallas, but I like the way I like the way he does it better. So the winner was Bully Ray, which I thought was kind of weird. So
have you seen Bully? He's lost a lot of weight.
He has dropped some lbs. That's good for him.
When I saw him a little bit on the phone going through Facebook, I stopped and I'm like, is that fucking Bully?
Yeah, he's looking good. The next match, Masha Slamovich, who I like. I think she's a really good wrestler. Against Jordynne Grace. I'm going to skip every Jordynne Grace match I'm ever going to see. I think she's horrible. And she's with Jonathan Gresham, and I think he's horrible too. So have at each other. I'm happy for you. Your matches are shit. And that's all I have to say. Main event, Josh Alexander versus Eddie Edwards for the Impact World title. 1 point, at the Armory. It's a basketball arena. It's like a semi-pro, real semi-pro, not even close to semi-pro basketball team that plays there. And Eddie Edwards pulled up the mats and did a fisherman buster on Josh Alexander onto the hardwood floor. Oh! That was the best part of the whole match. Josh Alexander retained the title. I've met Eddie Edwards before. I met him when he was Ring of Honor World Champion. He's a real nice guy. One of the best matches I've ever seen was with him in it for Northeast Wrestling.
Still going along with Impact Wrestling, I finally seen that PTO is no longer in Honor no more.
Oh, PCO?
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of sucks, but...
Scott D'Amore fired the two that were in Honor no more.
Oh, yeah, Matt Taven and Mike Bennett. Yeah,
yep.
Because they're going to AEW, so... I don't know what can we say about this match. It's so fucking good. You can't really do commentary on this match because it's just so good.
It is really good.
Yeah, it's a breakout. I mean, Rey Mysterio had already broken out, but this was a career-defining match for Rey Mysterio.
It really was.
I mean, you could say it was for Eddie too, but Rey Mysterio was who really came out ahead of this match. You can't talk about this match without talking about Eddie Guerrero, but...
Right.
It's phenomenal. He goes like that. He goes for the frog splash and rolls through, but sells it like he's hurt. You know. Crotched him on the top turnbuckle.
It's hard to do commentary on this.
Right, because it is such a good match. Like I said, we're probably... I don't know how much longer we're going to go because I don't know really have not much else to talk about.
Right.
But Halloween Havoc 97...
You have to watch
this. I mean, I'm sure there's matches of it on YouTube. That Hurricane Rana was totally sick. 1, 2, But, check this whole thing out. Yeah, that was the win. He got the win. Eddie Guerrero went for Splash Mountain, and Rey Mysterio caught him with the Hurricane Rana. His mask is all tore up. I was kind of hoping we would have more to talk about because I wanted to talk about Black Adam, which...
Yeah.
I hope we can do the video game episode sooner rather than later.
Hopefully.
But since this is the Halloween episode, what are some of your favorite movies to watch on Halloween?
Besides Friday the 13th?
Yes. I know it's Friday the 13th.
Did you see the new Halloween yet?
No, I am not a horror movie fan, so I did not see the new Halloween. I've heard it's horrible.
It is.
I keep hearing people bitch about it, that it ruined the franchise.
It was horrible.
It's the worst one ever made. So, you've told me you're not really much of a Halloween fan anyways.
No.
If you haven't noticed, we have, from the Pro Wrestling Crate, we have the RoboCop and Sting shirt. This is my favorite shirt that has ever come in the Pro Wrestling Crate.
I love both shirts, and I'm actually wearing one.
Mankind is Leatherface. I think
this is freaking awesome.
One of my favorite Halloween movies to watch is Ernest Scared Stupid.
Yeah.
I don't care what you say. That movie is fucking hilarious. It's hilarious. Another one, Little Monsters with Fred Savage and Howie Mandel. I love that movie. I will watch the Gremlins movies on Halloween. I will watch Tremors on Halloween and Critters on Halloween.
Yes.
I'm not, like I said, I'm not much of a horror guy. I will watch the original Friday the 13th.
Speaking of the Critters, did you ever see the second one?
I have seen every single Critters
movie. I fucking love the Critters movies. I
love those. I love campy movies.
Yes.
And to me, the Tremors movies got better as they went along.
Yes,
because
they did.
The all of the stuff, evolved, which I think is fucking great. What's your favorite costume that you ever wore?
Favorite costume? I would have to say Batman when I was really young.
Yeah. I would have to say this was back when I was really heavy into ICP. I painted my face like Violent J.
Wait, UCP?
Fuck you. You know who they are.
Yes, I do.
I've painted my face like Violent J. I believe I had my hair blonde at the time.
Come on, blonde.
Because I dyed it blonde for my graduation, and it stuck around for a while. I don't know why I did it. I think my friend Joan was dyeing her hair blonde, so she dyed mine blonde. It looked horrible, but fuck it, I did it.
Speaking of Halloween and dressing up, I am going to show you what...
Oh boy, here we go.
Hopefully this is the right one for the right color. Because I want it to light up on camera. Got this on Amazon, originally $100, but I got it for $60. But I'm gonna be a Sith Lord for Halloween.
That's awesome. But what I did was, if you've ever listened to ICP, they do some songs about serial killers. So I took one of the fake Halloween knives, one of like the machetes, and I took like 3 or 4 boxes of cereal, and I put them all on the knife. And me and my friends, we were teenagers at the time. We didn't give a fuck. You know, if teenagers come to your house and they want candy, give them the fucking candy. They're having a good time. At least they're not out smoking, you know, doing drugs and getting drunk. They're having a good time. Give them the fucking candy. Let them be kids for a while too. With all the shit that's going on in the world right now, let them be a fucking
especially
kid.
right now.
Right. I had to explain it to a lot of people. They just didn't get it. You know, there were some, you know, ICP fans that actually got it, and a lot of the people that were out got it, but people handing out the candy had no fucking clue.
The fuck?
When I was a kid, my favorite, though, was my mom's friend. I don't remember who this woman was. She made, you remember the Care Bear that had the shamrock on, the green one? She made, this thing looked like a fucking mascot. No, seriously, like, I have a picture of it. I'm sure it's on my Facebook. But, like, the only thing showing was my face in the mouth of the Care Bear. It was, I mean, this literally looked like a college mascot company made this thing. It was fucking great. I wish I still had it because it'd be worth a shitload of money right now, probably. But that would be my favorite one when I was a kid. Of course, growing up as a fat kid, you love Halloween, you know.
Fuck yes.
I went out on Cabbage Night a couple times, you know. I'm sure I TP'd a couple, you know, trees and shit like some people do. I don't think it's done much anymore. But kind of like holidays, that's one of the holidays that actually means something, in my opinion. Because, I mean, yes, they sell candy. They, you know, it is, you know, they sell decorations. But it's not like Christmas where it's just fucking capitalization and... You know, trying to make money.
Halloween makes you feel like a kid again.
Right, exactly. And, you know, you get out and you watch you go out or you stay at home and you watch the scary movies and you have friends over. And, you know, your friends do a costume party and you have the girls dressing like a nurse and all that shit. And, you know, and people are having fun. That's, to me, the Halloween is the fun holiday.
Yes.
And... like I said, I don't watch the horror movies. The one that I do like that's, I guess you could consider a horror movie, is Cabin in the Woods.
Yeah.
I do really like that because I think that's more of a thriller than a horror movie. I mean, yeah, there is blood and guts, and but to me that's more of a thriller because you don't really don't really know what's going on until really the end. But I like Halloween. Christmas is my favorite holiday because it's about getting together with family and.
Halloween's my Christmas.
Right. I mean, and you're going to have a kid soon, so Halloween's going to be even better. You know, he's having a girl, by the way. I don't know if he didn't want me to tell you that too fucking bad because I just did.
Speaking of the girls and everything, Sarah is going to be Pikachu.
Yeah.
And Sophie, my girl absolutely loved it. I brought her around at Halloween Spirit. She fell in love with it. She goes, "Oh my god, it's so freaking adorable!" Little Wonder Woman costume.
Oh boy, I know how you're into the Wonder Woman, so that's cool. I'm fast forwarding through Disco Inferno against Jackie because that was just fucking bad. Fast forwarding through Ric Flair against Kurt Hennig.
Woo.
I mean, it's a good match, but I want to get to Macho Man against DDP. But I think...
Bang!
I kind of think we're just going to watch that and kind of, without you guys there. And, I wish we had more to talk about because I was planning on talking more about Black Adam and...
Speaking of the of apps that we got, what about HBO Max with Peacemaker?
Oh, Peacemaker. Peacemaker, that fucking show. Holy shit.
God, yes.
If you don't like John Cena, watch it anyways, because I hate John Cena. I despise
He
John
does
Cena.
hate John Cena.
But when I saw The Suicide Squad, which is a fucking amazing movie, by the way.
It is.
Peacemaker was fucking... I binged it. I binged it in one day. Because that show is fucking great. I mean, I'm sure they're leading up to a second season. There's no way that you're not going to capitalize on that. I was telling him I want to watch House of the Dragon, which is I don't know if it's a prequel or the follow-up to Game of Thrones. He hasn't seen Game of Thrones yet, but there's a lot of boobies in it, so it's good. I'm glad I'm back. I have HBO Max again because there's so many movies on it. I have Peacock for the WWE Network,
but there is a lot of good stuff on there too.
There is, but their movie selection can be shit at times.
Yeah.
And once you've seen a lot of them, it's like they don't cycle them out enough. At least HBO Max just has a shit ton of fucking movies.
Yes, they do.
So even if they did cycle some in and out, you wouldn't fucking know it because there's so many movies to watch.
If you want to see some good stuff, you gotta see the South Park COVID special.
I've heard that that's pretty good. Is that on HBO Max?
No, you can find it on Paramount Plus.
I was thinking about getting that.
And then they have the streaming wars, and that is fucking hilarious.
I haven't watched South Park in years. I've leaned more towards Family Guy than South Park. I do enjoy South Park.
I'm starting to catch back up on Family Guy.
I know Miss Elizabeth isn't around anymore, but god damn, she looked good in 1997. I think she looked better in 1997 than she did in the 80s. And this is to me, this is my favorite Macho Man. The NWO Macho Man is my favorite Macho Man. He was so off the wall and so crazy.
Even when he punched fucking JJ.
Right, and his sunglasses matched his outfit more than they did before because he had the lightning going down that matched his tights.
I have two favorite Macho Mans.
Do you?
The Macho King.
Macho King was good.
And WCW NWO Macho Man.
Yeah. This run of Macho Man in WCW, even when he came back in '99, I thought was when he was like tagging with Sid Vicious and shit. When he had Gorgeous George with him and Miss Madness, who went on to be Molly Holly. I thought that was really cool. So
still go along with '97. Luna Vachon.
Luna Vachon?
Yep, was in WCW for a little bit.
Right, when Medusa was there too, and they were bringing in a lot of the Japanese. She didn't end up winning the title, and neither did
Alundra Blaze, Medusa, whoever, whatever you want to call her.
I try to call her Medusa because I think Alundra Blaze is one of the dumbest fucking names in the history of wrestling.
You think?
I think they just went to a baby book and just went A-B, Alundra Blaze. And just so you know, Gangrel was not here. This is not blood in this decanter. It is
Kool-Aid or Gatorade?
No, it's fruit punch. I just was like, it kind of looks like blood. I was like,
it is blood.
As you can see, we really didn't deck the place out that much.
We fucking did it.
What are you gonna do?
Right?
But we tried to spice it up. We've got Ultimo Dragon, who was at the pay-per-view. We've got the Rey Mysterio mask from the pay-per-view. What do you want us to do? We had certain things we were going to talk about, and then we didn't fucking do it. So
somebody. Oh shit! I forgot to pick you up.
Right? Did I mention it's episode 7? Watch this gimmick. Look up 7 WCW. Yeah. It's fucking horrible.
It really fucking is.
And we do have some ideas for names for our next few episodes. I have a couple. The next one I think is going to be really funny. Don't spoil it. Nope. Do you want to show your Deathstroke mask before we
yes.
All right. I want to put over the Pro Wrestling Crate from Pro Wrestling Tees. Mine is like, I think it's $43 a month because I get the 3X. The amount that, I mean the 2 T-shirts that you get alone are worth the money.
Exactly.
But this one had this little Macho Man like monster ball thing. It had the RoboCop shirt. It had the Mankind shirt that he's wearing. It had
Good thing I brought the crate.
Right, Danhausen as Frankenhausen.
That is fucking awesome, the Frankenhausen.
Right.
Wasn't he a little brawler before too?
He might have been, I'm sure. Insane Clown Posse as the pins. I wear this on my vest at work now. As always, there's a comic book with it.
Alright, is the fucking thing even?
It's your face. What does it matter?
Fuck off!
And I'm not going to take it out, but the autograph was the Warlord in his full-on...
We actually got to meet Warlord.
We did get to meet Warlord at a show in, I think it was Massachusetts we met.
Yes, it was Massachusetts.
He didn't look like he was moving around too good.
No.
And that building was fucking tiny.
It was fucking tiny.
And it was during COVID, so we were all wearing masks, but it was cool to meet him. I was really happy. I had a... you got the mask on.
Yes.
I had a WWF magazine from back when he was in the Powers of Pain. I had met Barbarian way, way back, I think in like 2009, and had him sign it, and it was cool to finally get the Warlord to sign it.
Oh, shit, too bad you didn't have your mask that I got you.
Yeah, I don't need to wear a mask unlike you.
Hey, fuck you. Don't be jealous of these pretty good looks.
You find some sweet masks. This Rey Mysterio mask is fucking sick. The Venom one that you got me is really sick. The Skeletor one that you got is really fucking cool. I do want one of the Skeletor ones.
I did even show you the next line of ones that are coming in.
Right.
The some more Ultimo Dragon mask.
And did you get the Penta one, the Joker one?
Yes, I did. That one is fucking awesome.
Yeah, that's really cool.
I also got the Rey Mysterio Batman.
Yeah, and these styrofoam heads that you can get like at Hobby Lobby and
for
Walmart
$5
are perfect for displaying these things. I have a Pentagon Junior mask one. It's a blue mask. It's one from, I think it's from Mexico. But I want to paint the actual thing to look like his eyes and the face paint that he wears under the mask. I'm gonna do that eventually when I get around to it. I'm working 2 jobs, so I barely have time.
I love the fact that he's actually wearing the Joker mask now.
Oh yeah, he does the Joker mask a lot. He likes that one. That's a really cool mask. Actually, he works for AAA sometimes, and AAA has a deal with Marvel, and they do like El Furioso, who is supposed to be the Hulk, and they do Captain Marvel. I think they do an Iron Man one. They do a Spider-Man, El Arachno.
Too bad they sold out of it, but they did have a Pentagon Junior Batman one.
Did they?
Yeah, they did. The fucking thing was $70.
I'm sure you'll be able to find it again, because those usually do come back around. I think they sell a bunch of them, and then they have to restock.
They have a lot. They do have some good Juice and Thunder Liger masks.
They do. I've seen a lot of good Liger masks. The Ultimo Dragon ones are really cool. This Rey Mysterio, I'm not a Rey Mysterio guy. I was when he was cruiserweight and all that stuff, but ever since he won the fucking world title and he won the WWE championship that one time, and I met him once. It was cool to meet him. He's an icon, he really is, but the shit that he's doing with his son, I don't like his son. Him being like submissive to Rhea Ripley is kind of funny, but he called himself like the reincarnation of Eddie Guerrero.
Oh my fucking god, yeah.
On Raw. Like, kid, you don't... The amount of charisma...
There's Raven's flop.
Yeah, the amount of charisma that you have could fit in a thimble. Eddie Guerrero was like a fucking whale in a teardrop. That's how much charisma Eddie Guerrero had. You are a charisma vacuum. You are a black hole of charisma. Obviously, charisma is not genetically transmitted in your family, because your sister doesn't have it and you don't fucking have it. So I'm just saying. This is a really good match. It's a street fight. Macho Man Randy Savage.
I love the fact that they feuded almost the whole entire year of '97. They did.
Yeah, that was really cool.
And you don't even see feuds last that long anymore.
And if anything, to watch this match with Dusty Rhodes commentary. Dusty Rhodes is one of the funniest fucking commentators ever. At one point, Elizabeth takes a plastic bowl, like a salad bowl, and just smashes it over the referee's head. And Dusty Rhodes goes, she hit him with the salad tray. And Bobby Heenan is trying so hard not to laugh, and And DDP hits him with a piece of plastic and it shatters. And Dusty Rhodes like, he wobble-legged him. He wobble-legged. Did he wobble-leg? Just, you have to, I can't even do it justice. To hear Dusty Rhodes do it, it's tremendous. God. But this match is a banger. This match is really, really good. I think there one at Spring Stampede earlier in the year when DDP actually won, and one with the Diamond Cutter was the best one.
Don't forget their Bash at the not Bash at the Beach.
They did Great American Bash.
Great American Bash.
That was a good match too. I still think the April one is the best one, but this one is real. I think this one is second.
Yeah.
The Great American Bash one was really good too. I thought they would have carried it over more into '98, and they didn't. But then again, they started the Wolf Pack, so Savage was starting to do, and he had a knee injury too. This is right here. Bam! Oh! And Dusty Rhodes, he wobbled like him. That's such good shit. Peacock is $9.99 a month for the fucking premium, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm paying $5.
Right. So I get it without ads, and it's for all the classic content, even though the fuckers at Peacock edited out a bunch of stuff out of Monday Night Raw and stuff, like the DX impersonating the Nation.
Why?
I get it. They're doing blackface, and it's, but come the fuck on. It happened in 1998.
Exactly.
Grow up a little bit. I mean,
you don't have of the biggest cover-ups ever. If you go back to 2007, and I was just telling you this morning, 2 weeks into the Vince McMahon death, they cut it right out and say, the best of Monday Night Raw.
Well, all right.
Instead of the Chris Benoit tribute show.
I understand that you're pissed about that. But the guy fucking murdered his family, and I can understand them not wanting to glorify him and not playing a tribute show to a murderer. I can completely understand that. I understand that you don't think it should be edited, but I can understand where they're coming from as well, especially with the parent group being NBC. I can understand that.
But you also got to figure what these guys are putting their freaking bodies through.
No, I completely understand. But from my perspective, to be honest, I have a hard time watching Chris Benoit matches because of knowing what a piece of shit he was in his final days. I will watch them, but I don't go out of my way to watch them anymore.
Did you watch the Dark Side of the Ring where they never even gave him a day off after Eddie's funeral?
But if he had said something, I bet you they probably would have. But I've heard people say that he wasn't that kind of guy that would speak up about shit like that. So at the same time, you kind of gotta, a lot of the guys in the backstage, they spoke up. He didn't.
But he also got to take into factor the chair shots to the head.
Right, he did have the concussion. He had the concussion issues, and he was on steroids. I don't think that excuses what he did. That's just me. I don't think that excuses murdering your entire family and then killing yourself. I don't think it does. But if you can watch his matches and you can enjoy his matches, cool. I can still I love the Kurt Angle match.
Oh, no, not the $50,000 camera.
Yeah. Oh, he just kicked it right in his fucking face. But I will watch some of his matches. The Kurt Angle one from 2003 Royal Rumble, I really do enjoy.
I've been watching, still going along with 97, him and Sullivan.
Oh, yeah, the Kevin Sullivan stuff is actually pretty cool. A lot of the hardcore matches that they did where they ended up in the bathroom. Another chance. Here we go, right here. With the waitress tray. Pow!
Shit!
Mickey J selling it like a good fucking referee.
Yeah! That's the poor bastard.
And then now Miss Elizabeth's choking the shit out of Diamond Dallas Page.
She's done more in WCW than she ever did in WWF.
She was great in WCW. She was awesome. I even liked it when she was with Luger and she would hit people with the bat, and she the one time where she had the can of mace and she was going to spray it in Sting's eyes, but he gave her his own can of mace. And it was silly string because he knew she was going to betray him, which was really cool. This is a great. Oh, Kimberly looking hot as fuck. Cat fight. This is a really great match.
Is DDP and Kimby still together? Or
No. They've been divorced for a long time. DDP's got another wife. They've been divorced for a long time. This 97 was peak. I know they made more money and stuff and they got better ratings in 98, but storyline wise, I think the peak was 97. Because that was when the NWO was in full force. You had the Flock, you had the Four Horsemen, you had
and
the
that's when you had the
Cruiserweights.
greatest fucking WCW game ever. WCW versus NWO Revenge.
That was
the N64.
That was a good game. I like the Nitro game too. And then of course they just pretty much ported the WCW games to make the N64 games for WWF. Because it had all the taunts, it had all the moves. It had
your favorite one, No Way Out.
No Mercy.
Yeah, No Mercy.
No Mercy, in my opinion, is the greatest wrestling game ever.
It was way before its time.
Dude, the creator wrestler in that game is so fucking immersive. You could do so much. I wish they could modify it and bring it up to speed now, where it's the exact same gameplay.
Yes.
I don't want them to change the graphics, but I want them to add just more and more creator wrestler shit. More, because then you could just create everybody in that game and it would be fucking great. And have it so that you could put your own music in it.
Oh, he fucked up the diamond card.
Oh yeah, Macho Man held onto the ropes. We're actually going farther than I thought we would. Yeah,
that's what she said.
Yeah. I like WrestleMania 2000 for the N64, which came out first. That's a good game too.
That is a really good game.
But No Mercy is, in my opinion, the greatest game ever. A lot of people say, what is it? Here Comes the Pain. SmackDown Here Comes the Pain is the best one that was ever made, but I
love SmackDown Shut Your Mouth. Shut
Your Mouth is really good too. I actually enjoyed right up until they added ECW into the SmackDown versus Raw games.
I liked it right up until I want to say I think 08.
7. Oh no, 08. Okay.
You love your 7.
Yeah, 7. I do like. I thought that was though. I
thought
that was clever as fuck. If you don't, I don't care because I thought that was clever as fuck when I thought of it.
Yes.
I can't wait to do the video game episode. I know we've talked about it before, but with both of us working and our schedules I have to request it off. He's gonna have to make sure he has the day off.
Yes.
We are not gonna do full on just the whole time. Just recording while we're playing games.
No.
We're going to do we'll play like we did when you brought your PlayStation 5 over.
Yes.
We'll play, a match and we'll show some of it. We'll play another game and we'll show some of it. I don't want to do a whole, because back when I had the Comic Wrestling Podcast with a former friend of mine, we did a whole video game episode and it was good, but I don't want to do a whole 2 hours. Fucking. I mean, 2 hours would be cool if we do snippets and stuff, and I kind of would space it out to kind of make it mini episodes,
Speaking of different games to do it, let's bring in, because I know I have it on the PS5, Vice City.
Yeah.
Both the PlayStation 2 version and the Definitive Edition.
Yeah, I do want to get. I keep saying it. I want to get it for the Nintendo Switch. If I get a good paycheck before my vacation,
it is worth it.
I think I'm going to get it for the plane ride because playing Vice City will definitely kill some time on the plane, more than Tony Hawk will. Because if I can just start out the beginning missions in Vice City, that'll take up most of my time anyways. Oh, Diamond Cutter! Oh, poor DDP. He's not going to win the fucking match. Spoiler alert. It's only been 25 fucking years. So if you haven't watched it by now, watch it anyways and you know what happens. Too bad.
Fucking Nick Patrick, though.
I did not like Nick Patrick as a referee. I don't like the way he goes down for counts.
I liked him better with the Alliance thing.
Oh, the thing with Earl Hebner? That match was fucking abysmal. That match was so Okay, they have a match. They're doing wrestling moves. Why is it that they can do a match and do wrestling moves and they're perfectly fine, but when they get hit with one kick in a fucking match, they're down for 45 minutes? Why? No. That I actually enjoyed that pay-per-view. That Invasion pay-per-view in 2001 was really good. Even though they didn't get the big names, and I still people hear people say, well, they should have brought in Goldberg. They should have brought in Sting.
They didn't because they had guaranteed contracts.
Those guys got to sit at home and make money doing fuck all. You're going to go back to the WWF and be on the roster and do house shows and all the TVs?
Fake Sting! Fake Sting!
Yeah, it's Hulk Hogan, actually. With the Sting mask on and the trench coat, and you can tell by his boots when they do a wide shot. But yeah, I mean, if you're Sting, well, Sting never trusted WWE anyway.
Yeah, he never did.
You know, I wouldn't have seen what he did when he came back and when he came in 2014. They fucked him around.
They did.
I mean, the match with Rollins was pretty cool, but
other than him getting injured,
right? But I mean, if you're Goldberg and you've still got a 2-year contract. And you're just going to get paid to sit home.
Exactly. You're going to be like, fuck you.
Yeah.
The only one that really wanted to go in was Rey Mysterio.
Right. And Booker T,
yes,
signed right away, and so did DDP. But DDP knew his time was limited. But he ended up going to TNA in 2005, which was actually pretty cool.
Yes.
But
they should have never gave him that fucking stalker gimmick.
Oh, DDP? No, he should have come in and just given a diamond cutter to The Undertaker right at the beginning.
Yes, or to The Rock. You could have freaking did it right then and there like that.
I kind of like him with The Undertaker, but I think The Rock him and Booker T were just destined to feud right off the bat.
Yeah.
And Booker T knew... Right. To be honest, I don't even know how much of a guarantee Booker T had.
Right.
He might not have had much left on his contract. Buff Bagwell didn't, and well, he only lasted like a fucking month because that match he had with Booker T, with Arn Anderson and Scott Hudson on commentary was fucking atrocious. So
and he had his mom call the office.
Oh, let's not. No, we're not going into shoot interview shit where it's stories about what Buff Bagwell did. I met Buff Bagwell a couple times. We met him together.
Yes.
He was incredibly cool when we met him.
He is really cool.
So I like a lot of things. I talk about people the way they treat me.
Yes.
And he was cool both times I met him. The first time I met him, he put his top hat on me. I did not ask him to put his top hat on me. Kind of like Coco Beware. I've heard bad things about Coco Beware. When he signed my encyclopedia, he said, hold it up in the picture so people knew that, you have proof that I signed it. Not that I needed it because I didn't really care. It would have been sitting on the table in the picture anyways. But when Coco Beware says hold it up, you fucking hold it up. He was cool to me. Mick Foley's always been cool to me. I've met him a couple times.
Did he just take out fucking Nick Patrick?
Oh yeah, he punched him right in the mouth.
Bam, bitch!
That's why I said I love this Macho Man. I'm hoping we can do an episode before Thanksgiving. I'd kind of like to do 2 in November instead of just doing 1. But I am going on vacation in the end of November, so we would probably have to do...
I had Thanksgiving off this year.
Right, and I think I do too, so...
Next year it will swap where I have to work Thanksgiving next year, but I get Christmas off.
Yeah, you got to clean those hospital rooms,
Yeah.
But I'm hoping we can do a couple episodes in November. If not, we will do a larger one in November because we'll talk about Crown Jewel. We'll talk about Survivor Series maybe. I'm sure Impact is doing a thing. AEW has their Full Gear pay-per-view the beginning of November. We can talk about Thanksgiving stuff. I don't know what much we can talk about there, but there's not a lot of Thanksgiving movies or stuff. We can talk about Adam Sandler's Thanksgiving song, which is fucking funny. I don't know what else to talk about. We definitely will talk about Black Adam because that is a movie we are definitely going to go see.
Oh, shit! He's beating the shit out of him.
Right. I think Wakanda Forever comes out in November as well.
I've been hearing a lot of commercials for it.
Yeah, I saw one of the trailers. It looks good. Depending on when the Guardians of the Galaxy special comes out, we'll talk about that. I'm sure we'll talk more about Paramount Plus and Disney Plus. And
I'm wondering if Peacock cut out a lot where the chair shots of Mick Foley versus The Rock at Royal Rumble.
You know what? I have not watched the Royal Rumble since they switched over to Peacock. I'll have to check that out because that is
I'm wondering if they did.
Right, that is a really good match. Look at these jabronis. You got Bobby Heenan, Tony Schiavone, Dusty Rhodes all wearing the same fucking shirt. like they're a goddamn triplet couple. Like their man. Oh my god, they're wearing the same goddamn shirt, same color. You couldn't do different colors. I get that you want to have the Halloween Havoc logo, but when we had our shirts with the fucking logo, we had different colored. He had black. Come on now, you're killing me here. And Bobby Heenan, for some reason, is smiling. I don't know. Maybe he's getting a blowjob under the table. I don't know. But Halloween Havoc 97, I strongly urge you to watch it. Sponsored by Slim Jim. Oh, I should
have it into the Slim Jim. I should have fucking brought the Macho Man Slim Jim.
I have the Slim Jim tin containers. I should have brought them out. I didn't think about that.
Fuck.
But we can't remember everything. We decorated a little bit.
We decorated for you people. Right? What the fuck do you want
We were
from
eating
us?
Reese's. You couldn't eat the Reese's, but buy your own goddamn Reese's. They're cheap.
Here.
Why are you throwing my candy around? I'm a fat man. Don't toss a fat man's candy around. What's wrong with you? Oh, then you're so generous.
I'll be happy.
Gave me my own goddamn candy that I bought.
Now sit down, Strawberry, and eat your fucking candy.
Actually, I think it's actually getting into the main event now, but goddamn.
Bruce Buffer!
I hated He would say the king of Hulkmania instead of Hulkamania. I don't like him as a ring announcer. I think he's horrible.
I'm wondering how much they fucking paid him each time he fucking showed up.
They paid him shitloads of money just to say, let's get ready to rumble. Fucking horrible.
Speaking of let's get ready to rumble, let's talk about that.
Okay.
WCW movie.
Yeah.
I fucking love it.
I do too. It's a really good movie.
A diamond upside down is a pussy.
Alright, you're not just gonna start going through fucking lines of the goddamn movie.
I don't know why people ever fucking bash it. That is a really, really good movie.
If you're not a wrestling fan, I think you would think it's a stupid movie. I love it. I think it's great. The Jimmy King character is fucking great.
I will rule you.
It's a great movie. I laugh out loud every time I watch it. Anytime Mean Gene's on the screen is fucking great.
Do you think I'm sexy? Yes, I do, Mean Gene. I really do think you're sexy.
Sal Bandini, you want to wrestle? We are doing lines from it. Yes. It's a great movie. If you can find it on DVD, it's well worth it.
It is well worth it. You can actually buy it right on your Xbox system.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm sure you can buy it on all kinds
Unfortunately,
of shit.
PlayStation lapsed with being able to buy having movie deals on there.
Right.
But I do have it on the PlayStation as well.
That's cool. Yeah.
Before their thing lapsed on it.
It is a great movie. We back on my old show with my other old friend. We did a watch along of it once, and like I said, we talked a little bit about what we've been watching, but this Hulk Hogan right here, I have this shirt, I have this bandana, straight up good old Hollywood Hogan stuff. I will be going to Hogan's Beach Shop, which I always do every year that I go down to
If
Florida.
I get enough money and I send it to you, will you get me an NWO belt?
One of his weightlifting belts?
Yes.
I will. They're like $350, but yes, I will get you one.
Yes.
I do not plan on dropping that kind of cash on one of those. Who knows? I might have enough. I might actually change my mind. It's a cool shop. He has one in Orlando, and he has the one in Clearwater. I go to Clearwater. I'm not driving like 2 hours to Orlando just to go to a big
store. There he is, shaking the fucking cage.
But Hulk Hogan also has a restaurant right around the corner from his beach shop in Clearwater. I do want to go eat there this year. But
I know how it is.
And I will. I've had friends, they're like, you go to the same beach shop, Hulk Hogan's beach shop, every year? Yes, because he has new merchandise every year. Hulk Hogan is the reason I'm a wrestling fan. I love buying his shirts. I have a shitload of his shirts. He always has cool bandanas there. So yes, I go to his shop all the time.
Speaking of Hulk Hogan, if you ever want to hear the most campiest fucking song with Hulk Hogan...
Oh, I Want to Be a Hulkamaniac? Yeah, but you can get it really cheap. buy the Hulk and the Wrestling Boot Band album. You can get it on CD or cassette very cheap on eBay or Amazon. It's worth a listen. The whole fucking album is tremendously bad, which makes it great. You can tell Jimmy Hart wrote all the songs. It is horribly wonderful. Horribly wonderful. You feel better now? Oh, Jesus. I don't have much else to say. I'm kind of losing steam because we've talked about everything, every goddamn piece of notes that I had. I showed you all the shit that I have. This has been the Halloween episode 7. Episode 7. 7, I tell you. 7, I say 7.
God damn it, 7!
Check out our social media, Facebook, Twitter. Just look at Cheap Pop Show. We plan to do more videos on TikTok when we actually get time. We're actually going to record a couple today.
If you get a chance, watch this episode 7.
7. Only on YouTube. Only on YouTube. We want to do more shows. We want to do more conventions. It's just finding the time to do them. We get to meet a lot of wrestlers and share our stuff with them. Maybe do interviews at some point, which would actually be kind of cool. It's just
it will be really cool.
It's hard finding the time to do that stuff. It's hard enough trying to find time.
I wonder
to
if they actually have his boots there at the shop.
Oh, I'm sure they sell boots there, but I'm not paying whatever fucking price
They
would
probably
buy for
a fucking
boots.
grand.
Probably because he's a money whore and he sells whatever.
He's an egomaniac.
Yeah,
The Hulkamaniac, egomania.
there's something fucking wrong with you. But thank you for checking out episode. I'm gonna say it again, episode, because I love this idea so fucking much. I do. I love that I came up with this. It's probably nobody gets it but us. But goddamn it, I love it. Episode 7. Check out our first 6 episodes to catch up on what we talk about. We're definitely gonna have fun with episode 8.
But definitely check out 7.
7. Well, they're checking it out right fucking now.
Are they?
Yeah. Well, they have to be because they wouldn't even fucking know about this if they weren't. I'm Dave.
I'm Nick.
Thanks for checking out Cheap Pops on YouTube.
And this is 7.